Hey guys, I'm gonna show you how I made my Simon Phoenix cosplay from Demolition Man. So I first started with an overall. I bought it off of Amazon. It was a basic looking blue overall that I'm about to transform into Simon Phoenix costume. I wanted to put my own idea in this cosplay. So I wanted to weather this cosplay to make it look like it's been worn instead of the clean look how it is in the movie. I wanted the overall to look like it's been damaged. So I used the knife to cut holes and weathering on the overall. And then I used a sander to sand down the details. And this is what the overall looks like currently with all the weathering and rips. And now it's time for painting. Again, I wanted my overall to look like it's been weathered. So that's gonna come with a lot of damage and a lot of dust and dirt. So I took brown and black paint and I used a sponge to dab on brown paint first. And I used water to kind of like dilute the paint a little bit because I did not want the brown to go on too strong. And I went over it with black paint using my paintbrush to kind of fill in the inner areas to make it have more depth. And this is what the overall looks like currently. Okay, so to be screen accurate, I had to add all the details on the overall, like the pockets, the extra detail. So I decided to create the pockets that's on the overall out of jean fabric. And I glued them together using my glue gun, and I formed the pockets of what they're gonna look like on the costume. So once I was done with both pockets, I glued them on to the overall, just like this. And now I created the knee patches using jean fabric as well. And I glued them onto the overall. Yes, I'm loving how it's starting to look screen accurate. And so now for the shoulder straps, I decided to customize them and remove the original bolts and screws that were on these straps and created the shoulder straps to look more accurate like the overall in the movie. So I added more detail and I cut out some more pieces to add onto the costume, just using jean material. And then I created the belt using the same jean material. Next up, I'm gonna show you how I made the emblem. I used craft foam to create the emblem. So I first drew the figure man that's on the front part of the emblem. I traced it out and I cut it out. And then I once I drew the drawing of the man of the emblem, I traced it on EVA foam and I cut it out. And then I cut the base of the emblem out. I glued both pieces together. I then use a seam remover to remove the front pocket of the overall to place the emblem in front of the overall. And there it is. The overall is finished. It's looking amazing. The next step was the orange tank top. I did the same process like I did with the overall. I made incisions, I weathered the costume, I added a lot of paint details to make it look weathered and damaged. And this is what the orange tank top currently looks like on me. It's looking amazing. And here I have the full costume on, just doing a test run here to see how it fits on my body. It fits perfect, it's looking amazing. Your boy got it together. For the wristbands, I handmade those. I used craft foam to cut out the wristbands. And now it was time for priming. I primed the wristbands black using my plastic dip, and then I hand painted them using acrylic black paint. The wristbands are looking freaking amazing. So for the shotgun, I used silver paint to weather it, to make it look like it's been worn and used. In the movie, Simon Phoenix actually uses a shotgun, so I wanted to definitely use one for my photo shoot and make it look screen accurate with all the damage that I'm applying with my sponge. He also carries a shotgun bandolier that I actually bought from Amazon, and this is what it looks like once I put all the shells in. Now my costume is complete. The finished product turned out freaking amazing. I love how everything pieced together. Thank you for watching.